Hello everyone! Today, as we said in the last episode, linked in the description, we are in Rome, the former capital of the Roman Empire, and now the capital of Italy. We can say without modesty, this is one of the most important centers of the European civilization. We are starting the series from Rome with the Arch of Constantine and the Colosseum. Constantine is one of the most important figures in the history of the Roman Empire and Christianity, also known as Constantine the Great, or by his real name, Gaius Flavius Valerius Aurelius Constantinus. He was born on February 27, 274 AD, in Nicaeus, the Roman Empire, current-day Serbia, and died on May 22, 337 AD, in Nicomedia, in the Roman Empire, present-day Turkey, the former Byzantine Empire. The Arch of Constantine is a triumphal arch in Rome, located between the Colosseum and the Palatine Hill, as well as near the Roman Forum, and is the last large-scale monument of Imperial Rome. The arch is meant to represent Emperor Constantine as a successor of the great Roman emperors, renowned for wise governance. It was built by the Roman Senate in 315 AD to commemorate the victory of Constantine the Great over Maxentius, Emperor of Rome between 306 and 312 AD, in the Battle of the Milvian Bridge, 312 AD. Although dedicated to Constantine, a large part of the decorative material evoked the military achievements of the Emperor Trajan, who lived between 98 and 117 AD. For example, the 8 life-size statues were taken from Trajan's Forum and represent 8 Dacian statues. Dacia was part of the Roman Empire for a time, and the largest part was located in today's Romania, which also explains the Latinity of the Romanian people. The structure as a whole was built with materials brought from other ancient monuments, including entire sections of the arch, using building stones and decorative carvings, reusing several reliefs from the 2nd century imperial monuments. The arch is 21 meters high, 25.9 meters wide, and 7.4 meters deep. It has 3 arches. The central one is 11.5 meters high and 6.5 meters wide, and the side arches are of 7.5 meters high and with a width of 3.4 meters each. The upper section is represented by an attic sectioned in turn in 3 registries, each corresponding to an arch. Above the central arch is an inscription on both sides of the monument that honors Constantine the Great's victory over paganism and glorifies his contribution to the welfare of the empire and the rise of Christianity. These inscriptions are at present difficult to read, as they represent rather a trace of the former decoration. Let's go to the Colosseum, which is one of the emblems of the city of Rome and of Italy. The Colosseum was the largest construction of its time after the pyramids. Today it is the largest ancient amphitheater. The construction began under the Roman Emperor Vespasian in 72 AD and was completed in 80 AD under his successor and heir Titus. Changes were made under the reign of Domitian between 81 and 96 AD. These 3 emperors were known as the Flavian dynasty, and the Colosseum bore the name Amphitheatrum Flavium. The Colosseum could accommodate between 50,000 and 80,000 spectators. It was used for gladiatorial contests and public shows, where prisoners of war were made to fight each other, or with wild animals. The spectators enjoyed watching the fights between gladiators and slaves, sometimes between gladiators and animals. Between 80 and 400 AD, it is estimated that around 300,000 people and over 1 million animals lost their lives in the Colosseum. It has also been used for sea battles, animal hunts, executions, reenactments of famous battles, and dramas based on classical mythology. The huge amphitheater was built on the site of an artificial lake, which was part of a great park built by Nero in the center of Rome, and also included Domus Aurea and the Colossus statue. This gigantic statue of Nero was 36 meters high and presented the emperor as the sun god. This statue gave the construction its current name, the Colosseum. Unlike the amphitheaters previously built between two hills, the Colosseum is self-contained, an entirely built structure. Its plan is elliptical, being 189 meters long and 156 meters wide, the area being 6 hectares. The height of the outer wall is 48 meters, and the perimeter measures 545 meters. The central arena is oval, 86 meters long and 156 meters wide, surrounded by a 4.5 meters high wall that rises to the level of the first row of spectators. The building ceased to be used for entertainment in the early medieval period. The Colosseum was partially ruined due to damage caused by earthquakes and stone thieves. It was later used for other purposes, such as housing, workshops, quarters of a religious order, a fortress, a quarry, and a Christian shrine. In 217, a fire, probably started by lightning, caused the upper structure to collapse. After the sack of Rome, in 410, by Alaric's Visigoths, an inscription honoring the Emperor Honorius was engraved on the podium surrounding the arena, perhaps following some restoration work. Honorius banned gladiator games, and from then on it was used for hunting games. After being abandoned, it was used as a burial ground in the 6th century, and shortly thereafter used as a castle. Between the 6th and the 7th centuries, a chapel known today as the Church of Santa Maria della Pietà al Colosseo was founded inside the Colosseum. Under Pope Leo IV, it was badly damaged by an earthquake in 847. The Great Earthquake of 1349 caused the collapse of the outer south side, built on unstable alluvial soil. For a long time it was used as a source of building material. In the 13th century, it was occupied by the Palazzo dei Frangipane, later demolished, but the Colosseum continued to be occupied by other houses. Travertine blocks were systematically removed in the 15th and 16th century for new constructions, and the fallen blocks were used again in 1634 for the construction of the Palazzo Barberini, and in 1703, after another earthquake, for the Ripetta port. The Colosseum belongs to the Colosseum Archaeological Park and is directly managed and protected by it. In 2016, the Colosseum, the Roman Forum, and the Palatine Hill Circuit was visited by 6.4 million visitors, confirming itself as the most visited site in Italy. In 2018, it was visited by more than 7.6 million visitors. And with these last few steps that we are taking through the Colosseum, today's walk ends. If you've enjoyed today's video and want to accompany us on the next walks, subscribe to the channel. Leave a like so we know you've enjoyed it and share this video with others. And we will see you in 2 weeks when we will visit the Palatine Hill, one of the most historical places in Rome, so a must-see tourist attraction.